Hello, my name is Mariana, and today this is a reading for Sagittarius. Okay, so Sagittarius, as always, I'm going to do your reading with my own tarot deck, the Trust and Old tarot deck that I have. So the cards that you'll see are from this deck. And so Sagittarius, as I said yesterday for Scorpio, that I felt like, the readings following the collective one that I posted on Sunday, that we're going to have some sort of connection to that collective reading, and it would be like sort of how it could play out, that collective energy for each sign following. And so for you, Sagittarius, I don't know if you've watched the Scorpio reading, but it was all, you know, summing up the message, it was all about them being reassured and having the support that they were in a path of sovereignty, of establishing a good structure for themselves, right? A good sense of independence for themselves. And so for you, Sagittarius, I almost called you Scorpio, sorry. For you, Sagittarius, what I'm seeing here, it's the flip side. It feels like you are the one giving the words of incentive. It's you that is offering help. It's you that is having the sensitivity to know if somebody next to you is needing some help, right? Is needing some support or assistance of any kind. And the way that is coming through more so is just I said, right? Words of incentive, because I feel like there is something that is going on really next to you, right? Whether it is somebody that you work with and that is, sitting right beside you, or it's just somebody that has a similar lifestyle, or, a really good friend that, you see very often in your routine. And they are, I don't feel like they're asking for help. That's the thing, right? It's like they're going through a rough patch, and I don't feel like they're going to, it's like they're not needy, right? They're not needy. It's like they resolve their own issues, right? They're not the type of people that would ask for help. But with your ability to see that something is wrong, it's like you are offering any type of help, right? You're just there saying that if they need something, you're there for them. But it's about your sovereign too, right? You are also an independent being with your own life, with your own projects, with your own obstacles, with your own achievements, right? So that is here also. But I feel like because you are in a good place of sovereignty, I feel like you are capable of helping, right? This one that appears to be just in a struggling position, right? So the reason why I'm saying that, Sagittarius, is because we're starting off with the Ten of Swords. And so the interesting thing about this card, when I was shuffling, I usually shuffle with my eyes closed, so just that I feel the energy and I'm not necessarily looking at the cards. And so I didn't realize that this card was already on the ground. I only saw it when this one came through, because it's almost like this card fell from the deck very silently, very smoothly, very quietly, right? Very humbly, right? That it didn't even want to make its presence known until this card came along, which is the Six of Pentacles. So basically these two are tied together. The phrase that I heard with this Ten of Swords was words of incentive, right? Just because this was coming through as, the second sword here behind this first one was like this push, right? When you need, when somebody needs assistance, even to, just to get up, right? It's like you give them assistance. It's like lending a hand, right? But because of the swords element, it came through as words. So words of that are uplifting, words that are encouraging, right? Words that are bringing hope back to a very, perhaps, stressful situation, or just something that really depletes this one that that is close to you, or that you see that there's something going on, even though it's very subtle, right? It's almost like they don't want to show that they are struggling. They don't want you to see that this is going on. But the Six of Pentacles shows that there is this equal give and take. So the moment that you see, Sagittarius, that something is really going on, that they are going through a tough time, right? It's like you don't question whether you can help or not. It's like it's part of the deal, in a sense, right? It's part of the friendship, it's part of the relationship, it's part of the exchange that you have, right? The type of agreement, right? It's like there is some sort of parallel path. This is what I was seeing. It's like the image that I received from this Six of Pentacles, Sagittarius, was, two people working side by side, right? It's like two desks, one in front of each other or one side by side. So there is something that, you're feeling because you're near them. It's like because you are in close proximity to them in terms of, working together, living together, being together, at some point through the week, through the day. But this wasn't so apparent at first. It's almost like it's only when you get in touch, it's only when you offer assistance, it's only when you offer help, right? It's like that you see that they are in a position where it's almost like they feel like they can fight their own demons on their own, right? With the Five of Swords following. So you see, it's interesting. The Ten of Swords is it's doubling the energy of the Five of Swords. So I want to say that this Five of Swords is your friend, is your partner, is your parent, is somebody that that you could help, right? It's like you see that you have the energy to let them know, at least, that they don't have to go through this on their own, right? No matter how strong they think they are. It's almost like, and I don't feel like they're doing this to, for pride or just to show that they can handle this on their own. It's not about that. It's more so about like, it's like maybe they're a very private person, right? They don't generally speak about their problems. It's like they're not one that complains, right? It's like if they're going through a struggling time, it's like they're going to resolve it, right? In the way that they can with what they have at hand, right? It's like, so because of this way of relating to one another, right, that was perhaps, clearly agreed upon, if this is, some sort of work contract, or if this is just, the silent agreement that is, that entails what a friendship is, right? That, if you see your friend struggling, you offer help without thinking twice, right? So it's like you are here, it's like your energy is backing them up, or it's like giving the support that they need so that they can stand and know that they are not alone, and that they don't have to go through this alone, even if they don't necessarily think that they need help, right? It's like it's just like being there for each other, right? And now it's the time for you to help. Perhaps they have helped you before in the past, right? So now you're just giving back what you have received, because what they really need, I want to say, with the Four of Cups next, this is talking about feeling safe, right? So perhaps what they were doing on their own, right, was trying to gather their emotions. But how do I explain this? It's like not waste energy, not waste emotion. It's almost like they were not allowing themselves to cry or to be, you know, in a be in a position where they would be perceived by others with the Ten of Swords, right? It, you know, they don't need pity. They are not a victim. That's the thing. It's like they're not wasting any tear. They're not going to be the ones that are going to approach somebody else saying that they need help. And, you know, for them, it's like they need to uh, I don't know how to express this. Is almost like, because they are in a place of struggle, right? It's like, and they're trying to deal with it with what they have. It's like their emotions are in a place of perhaps lack, or it's like if they feel like they waste anything, right? Perhaps more so emotionally. If they show any type of emotion, it's almost like they're going to lose their restricted balance or their last resources of sanity or security, right? It's like what they have going on emotionally is so precarious that the moment that they express their emotions, it's going to feel like everything is falling apart. The structure, the emotional structure that is barely holding on, that they are barely holding on, it feels like it's going to fall, right? So the reassurance that you are giving to them, the help that you're needing, that they're needing, maybe not admitting, but you know that they need, right? It's like by giving words of incentive, by letting them know that you are here for them, that whatever they need, right? It's like you have enough that you can give back. Actually, that is actually what is going on in the next cards, right? But that's the fair exchange. That is what is just for you, right? It's like you are not doing them a favor. You see? It's like, but you need to let them know. And I want to say that perhaps you need to be the one, you know, to say it first, to say it out loud, to communicate to them that, you know, you are there for them. It's like words are important. It's like they need to hear you saying it out loud, right? That you're there for them. Because I feel like what they're trying to do is like to hold on to every little bit of safety and security and emotional stability, like even if it's like minimum, right? Because they are in a precarious position. So if you let them know with a lot of love that by them expressing what they're feeling, even if it's like, you know, you understand that by them telling you what they're going through, you're not going to pity their situation, right? And this is, I feel like, their concern. It's like they don't see themselves as a victim, so they don't want anybody else to see them as a victim. But when you give love and you give them the emotional structure that perhaps they are not even aware that is very precarious at this time, it's like you are fortifying this sense of emotional stability, right? And the reason why I'm saying that you are in a good position where you can, you know, lend your hand, or you can offer help, right? Or even, you know, offer money if this is what they're going through and this is what they're needing, because of this. And I'm just amazed by how the cards are coming so strongly about, you know, with this message of being sovereign, of being independent. You know, the Nine of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. So again, these two cards, well, the Five of Pentacles, I feel like, did it come in the collective reading? I can't remember now. But anyways, these two cards are like repeatedly now coming through the readings, right? The couple of readings that I did previously. So this is a path that you have traveled to find your own independence, Sagittarius, to be the strong, sovereign being that you are, right? That has built a good life for yourself, that knows exactly who you are. This Five of Pentacles is talking about knowing who you are, knowing your place, knowing your role, knowing what you do to keep a sustainable life, to keep nurturing yourself in this very perhaps abundant and wealthy lifestyle, right? It's like you have the power of knowing who you are, of knowing where is your place, of where you belong, right? Your individual self is extremely abundant and prosperous and rich, not in terms of just financial wealth or, career successes. It feels more so like this integrity of self, right? This King of Pentacles is coming through as integrity of self, of knowing where you belong, of where is your place, and it's like where you are of service, where you are useful, where you can bring in more of this sovereignty, more of this independence, right? It's like being sovereign, being independent. You are capable of helping others to find their own sovereignty, right? It's like if they are struggling and they are not telling you just because they don't feel like it's necessary or they don't want to bother you, right? It's like, be the one to offer, be the one to say, yes, I can help you. Let me help you. I see that there's something going on with you. Let me help you. And I feel like you're doing so gracefully, but also in a way that is not intrusive, right? It's like you are literally like doing this, like this is what I'm seeing, like you are lifting them up, right, with words of incentive, but not in a way that is making them feel worse or make them feel like they are a victim of their situation, of their circumstances. It's not that at all. It's like you know that they're struggling and they wouldn't ask for help, so be the first one to offer that. Okay, Sagittarius. So this is a lovely, lovely, empowering reading, I want to say. And I feel like if you can help, then do it, because I feel like if you don't know this yet, perhaps there is somebody very near you, very close to you, that is needing this help, that you are in a good place of giving this help. So, or even giving back, right? If they helped you in the past and now it's the time to return the favor. But as I said, it's no favor, right? It's like you're doing this just because you can and you want, right? And you see that somebody needs it and could use it, right? So, yeah, I'm going to pull more cards for you, Sagittarius. And also I'm going to pull from the astrological runes in the extended reading. So if you want to join me there, I'll be very, very happy to see you, and you can find the link down below. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.